Apparently there was a 1 hour, I guess there's a timer on there for like, you know, take a break and whatnot. So I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm back. I didn't touch anything. I didn't want to progress anywhere before before you guys saw what's going on. This does have a little bit of excess plastic on the sides, I feel like, so I'm gonna go and nip that in the butt. Okay. So this stuff's so thin you can't even tell. Sorry guys, I keep hitting the camera with my head, only because I set it in a way where you guys can have like my point of view instead of like looking at me building it. Sometimes you can't tell what I'm doing, so I want to make sure you guys just have my point of view so you can see what the fudge I'm doing over here. You see that excess plastic there? Very, very light. It's hard to tell. I got like a nano lens on here or something, so I can show you some things sometimes. Right. This is a piece of art right here, man. They did such a good job with these. Now, be careful here. I want to point out in the cockpit, if you on your fingers, there are a lot of bumps. These are not excess plastics, these are notches. And you can see maybe on here, there's different like things that kind of protrude. Do not sand that down. That is going to give you your positions where the cockpit sits and whatnot. So be very careful what you sand down or grind down. This comes a little bit with experience, and I'm not to say like I'm a super expert or anything, but I've done it before. That's why I say be careful. I've done it before. I sanded it down, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, is it in place? Is it not in place? Is it good? Is it bad? So yeah. Okay, now we can mark it off. Now the way it looks like it's just essentially what we can see here, like this teardrop piece. I don't know if it goes to the nose, actually. Does it fall through to the nose? If it does, it'll be cool to put. No, it ends right there, man. Actually, it ends before the nose. It ends at the tip. Oh, no, it does go. It falls through to this end here. Is that excess? Yeah, it falls through to the tip right there, all the way here. Very cool. Or don't hesitate to go back and look at it again and again and again. You're gonna have to, guys. You're gonna start seeing like dreams and nightmares about the booklet and whatnot. It's good to go back and check it again. I mean, try to have fun. We're trying to enjoy the build. Mentally, it's supposed to be relaxing. So, let's change this tune a little bit. song. Man, this one has a lot of different versions. So, this was the Transcendental. Looks like a mistake over here. Oh no, it's a long ass. That was a cool track. That is definitely a cool track. What you want to do is hit the flat surfaces and not hit the that rise part. So we'll hit the flat part and not this part that kind of starts to curve upwards. It's easy to do, guys, and if you do kind of go on there, it's not a big deal. No one's gonna judge. Unless they're pilots of this thing, they probably won't even know the difference, you know. So don't be too hard on yourselves when it comes to these things. Actually, follow through with this one. Luckily, there's no paint on here yet, so I'm pressing kind of hard on here. But generally, this tape will tear apart paint that you might have on there previously. So this is not a good tape for like a first or like a second color, because it will shred it off of this. And then I'll be curved a lot more on this one. So even I messed it up quite a bit. Let's see if it's symmetric. That looks nice. Looks like some curve there. Let's put another piece of tape right at the end there. Close it off. Yeah, so I kill the angle there. Should from here you can tell it's just no good. This is no good from here. That view, you tell where the angle is. Maybe a little more. There we go. That looks nicer. I want to say it's like still this side. It needs to be tighter. Oh man, still that side. What am I doing wrong? Hang on, guys. This is the parts that you do not see when we make the nice little video clips with the cool fast action. You don't get to see this part where you're like, son of a gun, it's not right. It's just not landing right. I'm bringing it in tighter. It just seems like it's going further away. There we go. Okay. Let's fix this one too. We need that excess tape. Bring it a little tighter and we'll be good. Because it curves in and it curves down, so you gotta like really pull it. You think it's not gonna be straight, but it will be. You gotta pull it kind of tighter in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's an optical illusion. Let me make this one tighter because I feel like I got it. I got the hang of it now. It really does. It comes in tight. You can see. Comes in tight towards that part, and it goes downward. So when you're doing when you like bring it in, you gotta really bring it over because now you gotta make up for the curvature going down as well. So that's why I was just lining up the line, not the depth. So now reconsidering the depth, line it up. Oh man, still go even further in. It looks right, but yeah, see now, just covered it. Man, that is tight. Okay. Now we can get these guys. Beautiful. Now, hopefully it won't seep through. Shouldn't. But you never know. It might seep through. So, I want to go ahead and sorry, the part it's a little too open here. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't seep through too much. If it does, you can erase it and fix it. Collect mud. Let's get some cover for this as well. That part is not perfect because we've already got tape on there. Another piece of plastic here. Yeah, again, stuff you don't see on the cool time-lapse videos. Those super cool videos I put out. Okay, let's clean this up a bit. Using my X-Acto knife here to cut a little kink in the plastic. Line this up here. Slap on the tape. So it's just curving that way. The actual plastic was curving. I connect these out here. Find some necessary, but and then okay. Just wrap this up. Simple tape, nothing fancy. Just hold it kind of together. Okay, so this one will get painted. This one will get painted. See now, I did leave a little bit of the residue. So what we can do, if you have it, this is my new favorite sander here. Believe it or not, 2000 grit. It's almost like a just a piece of cloth. Very, very interesting, and it works very well. And it's a true 2000 grit. It's super fine. I'm gonna have some water with it. Generally, you don't ever put these things dry. I mean, you can, but especially when it's like a cloth material, it just works better when it's wet. You'll see very fine powder come out of this, hopefully. I can see it, guys, and feel it. I hope you can too in the audience there. You see how fine that sand is in there. It's like powder. Like Oh yeah, I see like gaps in there. I don't know if you can tell. There's some gaps. We're gonna go ahead and fill those gaps. We were gonna do I think the chair part is some type of paint, and the windshield. We'll do that with maybe a marker even. I've been using these acrylic markers, and especially with the windshield, like glass. I'll show you an example of Trans Am I'm working on. I did like the windshield, like the trim. It looks really well. It looks awesome. And it's truly, and they're very easy to work with. It makes it that much instead of pain in the ass. With a brush, you know, I gotta tell you, brush. I love brushes, but see, like this tip, it's like a brush, um, but it's quite stiff. See, it's pretty precise. Now, if you get a stiff brush, like so, it's a very stiff brush. The problem is, they don't lay down paint the way the marker does. They tend to drag the paint with it. It's a really rough tip. Again, I mean, depending on your application, obviously this on a canvas would be fine because you take like a lob of paint with it. It's fine, but not in this particular situation. I have a lot of fine. I love this brush. It's a very fine edge. It's gorgeous. I mean, it draws straight lines, but again, it does not take a lot of paint, and you tend to clean the paint as you as you put it on because it's so firm, the brush tip. Now obviously the mark is feeding through the brush tip, so you know there's an advantage there, but that's the whole point, right? You have a firm tip that is just feeding its own paint, so it lays down paint very well, where the brushes will lay down on one end, and as you pull it out, you know, by the time you're through from the one tip of the brush to the other tip, one laid it down and the other's dragging it up with it. Now that might be my fault. That might be like a brush technique that I'm not aware of. I'm not exactly like I am a professionally trained painter. I did paint actually. Went to art school, a private art school, but we never had that lesson. I don't know. We didn't get that far, maybe. I didn't, you know, I wasn't there too many years. I'm still very young, so I don't know. Maybe that's something that's like a brush technique that's supposed to be, you know, I was doing improperly. I don't know what to say. So, let us patch this up, and then we'll paint the glass and the chair, and then we'll load up the airbrush. Probably later on tonight, I might log in and do the airbrush part. But everything should be online. You guys should be able to see. If you missed one of the feeds, the live feeds, which is fine. And I'm sorry if I don't say hi or anything on the feeds. I got the camera like right above my head, like not above my head, but kind of at my head level, so I can't really see into it. But I do appreciate whoever does come and watch. I hope you like it. Figure. I actually do like this type of video as well, so I just kind of making what I like. One of my favorites is the guys that wash carpets or rugs, like a filthy rug, and they'll go at it like with the pressure washer and stuff. So to me, that's very like I say Como que dice, French says certain de je ne sais quoi, I don't know what. I'm goofing off. It's cathartic. Yeah, it's like super cathartic. I love watching it. It's like super cool, man. I love that job just to watch those rugs, like little by little by little by little, it comes to life. It's a very, I feel like, a rewarding job and whatnot. Yeah. So anyway, I try to make this video in that same light where someone can see how one thing turns into another throughout time. But yeah, I do have like this faster videos, like I do some stop motion videos and things where you can see the build within like minutes. These take days, sometimes months. I had a big rig. I did the 18-wheeler. It was like a, sorry, it's only a piece of cardboard I can use as a what you would call it, as a spatula. Oh, fingers too, I suppose. What do you say? Oh yeah, I did a big rig in honor of Optimus Prime. And that bastard, that thing took me months, man. It was horrific. It was a 345 piece build. Guys, every single piece had excess plastic. Like, you can see here where there's like a little excess, right? Like these little excesses, which is fine because it's on the excess part. And then you go to like like this wing, you see how fine that mold is, right? But imagine the whole thing had all this excess plastic fucking everywhere, guys, everywhere. On the smallest pieces, like little antennas and stuff, it had excess plastic. And I'm like breaking half of it, trying to clean it up. It was like just the most time consuming, it was a hellish build. The only reason I kept doing it was because I drove trucks and I liked it and I wanted to, finish what I started. I love Transformers and whatnot, so there's just a bunch of stuff that kind of, um, you know, added up to having to build it and finish it. But my God, it sucked, dude. It was the worst build, man. It was terrible. Yeah, it took months, guys, like literally months. I couldn't even believe it that it took that long. These things do not take months. I mean, they can if you take your time, and which is also okay. It's cool. Nobody tells you to do it fast, but at the same time, you're like, all right, man, I'm supposed to I want to show people my work and stuff. I want to get some stuff done. It's taking forever. Okay, so get pretty good. Zamaska over here. Let me see, in the old country. Zamaska. Can anyone guess what language that is? As if you had to. But I'm gonna wipe away this excess stuff because there's a lot of this thing going on. Rivets and stuff on here, so I'm really covered on most of those are really covered. I'm not getting the line on top there, just so you know. I'm not going over the top part, I'm just getting the stuff off the sides here. Just so you know. What you doing is cleaning what you just did. But I'm not. See, I'm gonna touch the top, the main line on top. I'm going very close. I'm not touching that top part. There we go. So that filled in. Give it a minute to kind of dry off in there. Yeah, this is a joke. One of my friends was like, oh, what if, When they do the cars, like he's like, you ever do Bondo and this and that? I was like, I don't know, man. I've never had to. Well, I mean, I think I've had to do it many times because again, the cars will have a bunch of gaps and stuff too. But I just never did it, and I don't even know if like they even made like Bondo and stuff for which was very naive of me because they make everything for everything. But yeah, I was watching a video online one day and I saw the guy just straight Bondo, like a goddamn fucking body shop where he had like Bondo, like a filler or whatever compound, and he did it and sanded it, and then like he put a yellow Bondo. I was like, what the fuck is this guy like? Are you a body man or are you trying to make a toy, bro? Like, get over it. These guys are nuts, man. And then he put the yellow Bondo freaking primer. He wet sanded, he put 2 layers of paint, wet sanded it, put clear coat. I was like, God damn. He straight buffed that thing out, man. Like 2 different compounds. He did one that was like a mixture compound, like a liquid compound. He did one that was like powder, like a white, a creamy compound. I was like, oh my god. I'm kind of, jealous, like in a good way, like happy jealous. We say in our culture a little bit. We're just jealous instead of envy. Like envy's like kind of like, oh, you have it, I want it, I don't want you to have it. It's like, like a hateful like jealousy. Jealousy like I want it too. Like we both enjoy it. Anyway, or in a positive way. Like I'm glad you have it. It's just I wish I had it too. but the skill and it was nuts, man. Unfucking real, the quality, the work, the time they put into it. Like, you triple, man. But like 2-3 layers of paint, it was nuts. 2 layers of straight Bondo, different colors. Like dang, dude. Like, you sure you're building model cars, man? His side job definitely had to be a body shop. Definitely had to be a body shop. Man, oh man. This is our windows, our glass. The small. This guy has some black. Man. Wish I could put it on there, but it's just clear stuff. Where it leaves like this white, the plastic things. Man, it's. I learned from the actual guy online. The same guy, the Bondo guy, how to actually like kill. He would take. So imagine you just bought this kit, right? He would take this and buff it. Like it's brand new, right? It's super clean, it's perfect. He would put compound on it and buff it out and show the difference. Like, God. Before he even touched the build, he would clean it up. Like, oh, this isn't clean enough for me. You gotta really make this thing legit, and then I'll start working on it. Yeah, nutty guy, man. Wonderful dude. Wonderful dude. And then I found out. I gotta get his. It's from Canada. I gotta get his info and put it up. Just promote him a little bit. Yeah, I found out he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, this isn't my job. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not your job. This ain't nobody's job to build model M cars or whatever. And he was saying, he's like, yeah, I'm still working in a body shop. I was like, yeah, no shit. Really? And you should see the detail this guy did. Like the work was super detailed. He put like his spark plug wires, cables and stuff into the distributor cap and whatnot. Crazy detail. Like detail that the car didn't even have. Like he would add his own details to it. He would sprinkle like some fuzz for like carpeting. So I don't know. He was out of his mind. And then he's like, oh yeah, he used to work in a watch. I was like, oh, you do that? He's like, oh, I'm a watchmaker. I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, this is the hobby for you if you're a watchmaker slash body guy, because this is like cake for him. Like super easy, fun, like just for the shits and giggles, Yeah, and I was like, all right, man. I'm not gonna try and compete with you. I'm a truck driver, bro. I'm the opposite. I start with these huge pieces of things. I'm trying to work with these tiny little pieces. We're on totally different wavelengths. And like, yeah, I was nuts, man. You watch the video and you see the tools he's using, and you're like, man, I don't even know where the hell I would get a grinder like that, or where I would get a pair of tweezers that look like the ones he was using. And come to find out he's a fucking watchmaker. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense now. Yeah, he's a good dude, fun dude. He communicated online and stuff. Good dude. That's it. And this spot right here. Here you are. Oh, there's two spots. There's no way there's one. Okay, cool. I just want to recheck. Double check. Yeah. Paint there. We don't want to muck it up. It's all mucky. Okay, so what's F, dude? F is everywhere. So be like, ooh, shiny black. Flat Antarctic. No, anthracite. Guys, really? Anthracite? Is that a color? Or like a element on the periodic table? Anthracite, what the hell, dude? Just say dark gray. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna Google this shit.